Hello, how are we doing today? I'm Evelyn, if you're new to my channel. I'm currently in nursing school and I post weekly vlogs about my journey. But I also post every other Wednesday some different kind of content, more like sit down vibes. Today I wanted to do a sit down and chat with you. Got my coffee here. And I am way overdue for my brow lamination. So I figured we could catch up and do our eyebrows together. If you're overdue, get your things, take a seat, and get a little drinky drink and do your brows with me. Okay, so I got my brows done maybe like a week ago. So now my skin shouldn't really be irritated. So here are the 3 steps. If it's still available, I'll link the specific kit that I'm using. So I've been doing my own for about a year now. I do them every 4 to 6 weeks. Oh, I forgot to mention I've been a makeup artist for over 10 years now. So I do have some experience in the beauty world, of course, but I'm not an esthetician. Follow along at your own risk. Okay, so the first step is to cleanse. I don't have any makeup on my forehead, no product oils, nothing, but I'm just gonna run some micellar water through them really quick. So if you follow my vlogs at all, last term was rather trying. I should probably tuck these. Was a rather trying time for me. In my intro to Med-Surg class, I was pretty up and down. My pharm class, I did fine. It was a class that I really wasn't worried about. But Med-Surg really tried me. It really did. I'm just gonna dry that down a little quicker. Get it nice and dry. I've never had such a challenging time with a class since I've started on this path through nursing school. And yeah, it was tough. I did enter the term kind of like in a low kind of mood vibe that kind of I struggled to then get past. We're gonna start with step 1. And because of that, I struggled to kind of catch up, and I felt like I was catching up the whole term. Let's do a little dollop here. I need to do the influencer hand. Run it through your brows. And oh, this stuff smells awful. It smells like perm. So I usually just kind of glob it on there. And if you've never gotten your brows laminated, it relaxes your hair and makes your brows like easier to work with and like fluffier. And the second step, we'll brush them through, kind of place them in the way you like to style your brows. And then it just makes it easier because without product, they'll just kind of like land in that place and stay like that all day. So the final, like it was my last hope, you know? And I was just like, there is no way that that's gonna happen to me. I'm not gonna do this all over again. Like that's not gonna happen to me. And thank God it didn't. I passed, and that's just how I felt. A win is a win. We passed. The GPA didn't matter at that point, you know? You need a clean grip. We'll do this for, I think I'm gonna set my timer for 8 minutes. The first like 4 times that I did it for 6 minutes. I've gradually kind of just increased the time as I felt more confident. Oh god, this stuff really stinks. I made it through finals, and then I made it my mission for that week 10. I needed to turn it around and get back to my old routines. Oops, I didn't press start on my timer. So I turned it around this term. I read ahead, I did my assignments earlier in the week, focused on my study guide. Yeah, just a little update. I got it together finally. But we just gotta keep that momentum going because my next term is gonna be intermediate Med-Surg. I don't want to like go through the same struggle. All right, so I'm just gonna let this finish cooking and then I'll be back. Oh, okay, time is up. Let's peel these off. And wipe. I do kind of always lose 1 or 2 hairs in the process, so don't be spooked if that happens. So step 2, this is where we'll like really focus on laying them like down the way that you typically like to brush your brows. So I like to first brush them straight up and make sure I get like, I'm getting really this at the root of every brow hair. Really good in here at the root. And then with the second bead, I'll focus on now the shape that I actually like. And so for me, I like to have these go up. I like these like little corner ones to go out just a little bit. So I usually do these like this way just a little, not too crazy. These I'll start going up, and as I move this way to like the mid, I go up and out, up and out, up and out, and then I glide at the top. And then with just one more bead, I kind of make sure that my brow is saturated, just like one more layer. So for next term for Med-Surg, I'll be in the emergency room and I'm working overnights. I'm not the happiest about that, I have to admit. I do kind of feel like nursing school is stressful enough. Like having to worry about your sleep cycle, like just how it's doing an overnight shift like disrupts that is kind of like unnecessary stress. But I mean, I get it, and it is what it is. I'm gonna survive. Okay, and then we'll cling wrap this for another, what did I say, 9 minutes? No, 8 minutes. Ooh. So something else kind of exciting that I'll be doing this term, I'm gonna go on my first trip while in nursing school. I really haven't had like the wherewithal to gather my thoughts enough to figure out my vacation. By the time week 10 comes, like I'm fried and like I don't have it in me to like plan a trip during the term. So I was really resolute and like I probably won't go anywhere besides like Palm Springs or, you know, something within the state, like a little road trip or a weekend. But it's my sister's birthday at the end of the month and she's going to Mexico City. She already had the trip basically planned. I just needed to wait until I registered my classes for this term to see what my schedule is even gonna look like. And luckily I don't have school Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So I'll be in Mexico City with them. It's gonna be my sister, my brother's best friend Cassie, our friend Michelle, and Kim, and then me. So everything's already booked. I just literally needed to book a flight and that's easy. I didn't need to think about logistics, you know. It was an easy-ish choice. It still stresses me out. Definitely still have to study on the flight, take advantage of that time because I'll be back Sunday night late and I have an exam first thing in the morning on Monday at 7 a.m. So I just need to make sure that the downtime that I do have, that I am utilizing it, and that earlier in that week I get all my homework done so that I'm not like actively working or learning anything. I just want to make sure that I'm doing as much review as I can. But yeah, so that's exciting. Oh my god, I forgot to put my timer on again. We're just gabbing too much. How long was that? Oh my god, girly girls. Oh, maybe put it for 4 minutes? Girl, I'm gonna end up bald. Like, okay, I'll check back in when, who knows when, whenever I decide it feels like they're done cooking. Okay. Again, we just wipe. They will be a little stiff for like maybe 2 days after, just because, you know, we don't like cleanse them after, you just wipe. It takes me like a couple like face washes for them to feel back to normal, you know. Okay, step 3, it's just a little oil. Oh, I keep forgetting that I need to use this little switchblade. Not the switchblade, honey. Just gonna pour some. And also this oil, I think, also contributes because it kind of like hardens a little. I do bring this oil up here though, and then I'll put Aquaphor before bed so that it doesn't flake. I'm kind of excited. This little trip is coming at like right in the beginning of summer, and I am determined to have a good summer. So like the stars aligned, you know? I started nursing school last June. I don't even know if I went to the beach or into the pool last summer. Like I was pale. Like I don't know that I've ever seen my skin so bright, to be honest. So I'm determined to have a fun summer. You know, still like nothing crazy, but like I want to be outside. I want to be in these streets. No, not the streets, just outside. See the sunshine, get a little tan, but also still focus on school because I'm still in school. I'm not like the best when it comes to balance. So I'm looking for a little bit of that at least this summer. Like an 80-20, 80% I'm focused on school, and then 20% on, you know, going to a little brunch, going to the beach, doing a little hike, lounging by the pool, and going to Mexico City. Like, you know, just bopping around town a little bit more than usual. But yeah, these are the brows. Love them. Highly recommend. I'll link the kit down below. Leave me a little comment. Let me know what you're doing for the summer. Are you gonna be outside? What are you gonna do? Yeah, thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you. And I hope that I'll see you next week for my weekly vlog. I'll talk to you later. Bye.